This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
This is Max Headroom, and what you're about to witness is one of the most sinister-sounding intros to a trailer to one of the greatest epics ever.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D Show.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Dig you IT geeks. This is Dre Mateo from Sons of Anarchy. You are listening to IT in the D.
What happens when you tap the angry beaver in the bunghole?
Exactly. Come on.
Tries.
What the hell with this? I'm calling a break. We'll come back to the show.
Just where do you guys think you are?
The Library of Congress?
Detroit? Beyond the sun?
Any of those right?
Hi, I'm Ernie Hudson, and you're listening to IT in the D. All you nerds out there.
Nerds. What is a nerd?
What's up, everybody? This is Billy Zapka. Sweep the leg. Listening to IT in the D Show. No mercy.
So you have no boots.
No.
You have no gloves.
No.
You have no hat.
No.
You have no scarf.
No.
You have no scraper.
No.
How long have you lived in Michigan?
All my life.
You, sir, are an idiot.
I don't care.
How much scotch did you drink that night, by the way?
Half a bottle.
Okay, then shut the hell up.
Hi, this is Martin Cove, John Kreese from the Karate Kid movie, and you're listening to IT in the D.
This is a bad idea.
Hey guys, this is Ty Mogg, Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon. You're listening to the IT and D Show.
I may have to wipe the geek off.
Hi, I'm Brittany Daniel from The Game, and you're listening to IT and the D Show.
Hey, Jerry Slater. Hey, Jerry Slater.
Really good.
Hey, Jerry Slater.
The Turk monster is in full effect here.
Take him to Detroit.
No! No, not Detroit! No! No, please! Anything but that! No!
I used to hang out at the Magumbo Bar. It was a rough place, the seediest dive on the wharf, populated with every reject and cutthroat from Bombay to Calcutta. It's worse than Detroit.
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Then don't come. Shut up.
This is Robert Hayes, a tit striker to my mother. When I'm not hanging out at the Magumbo Bar, I'm listening to the IT and the D Show. It's worse than Detroit.
Guess Captain Soundboard doesn't know how to run the soundboard.
Shut up. Stop talking.
I don't know who brought that bell in, but Bob's got a new toy.
Is there such thing as a meat hangover?
I love my Monday meat stick.
Turn your microphone off. Just get out.
Hey, folks, this is WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and you're listening to the IT and the D Show. Tough guy. Ho!
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
The question isn't what are we going to do. The question is what aren't we going to do.
Ludicrous speed. Go!
And welcome to the January 26th edition. Happy Monday. This is the IT and the D Show, episode 76. We're sitting here in the Raw Radio X studios in the Russell Industrial Center, beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. As always, this show is hosted by Bob the Sales Guy, Dave the Geek, Jeff the Voice of Reason, and tonight we are exclusively brought to you by Quantum Storage. Find them online, quantum.com. Find us online, itandthed.com, Twitter /Facebook/IT and the D.
All of that.
Hashtag
Whoa,
ampersand. Just lost me.
And
we are
too.
Drinking delicious Ninja Chicken from Falling Down Beer Company. Find them on 10 and DeQuinder, Falling Down Beer. And try the Reuben egg rolls. They will
Always. That's like required eating it.
Change your life. We're joined in guest by the entire... is this the entire National Quantum Storage team? We
actually ran out of microphones and seats, I think.
We have Tony, Andrew, Wade, and Kyle here. A couple guys trekked from out of state.
Wow, good for you.
Hang in the studio.
That's impressive. And that's why you're the sales guy.
That's why I'm the sales guy, right. I only have to ask once. Actually, 3 times. Usually 3 times. But, we got the Quantum Storage team here. We're going to have some fun conversations in regards to what's going on in their life. And episode 76, we are live. Life is good?
We are good.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm sorry, I'm playing with the board. So
No, I'm echoing now, so that's all right.
No, it's better.
Echo. Concentrate.
Manny. Mota.
Now pinch hitting. So, yeah, I'm echoing.
So it's Super Bowl Sunday. I didn't.
Well, it's coming up. Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not make any prop bets this week.
Didn't they just have the what was it, the Pro Bowl or something stupid that nobody watched?
The Pro Bowl.
Yeah, nobody watched it.
Pete Weber won.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, Pro Bowler.
And apparently the Royal Rumble just happened, and like I said, I had my money on the old dude with all the medals.
Yeah.
That's all I knew.
No, it wasn't British, Dave. It was wrestling.
I heard Royal, I assumed.
Right. It was. I actually sat and watched the whole thing.
Well, of course you did.
I know you did. I saw the Facebook message.
I was
going back and forth.
I was yelling so much. I woke up. My 10-year-old came down at 10:45 to see who won, and I woke up my baby twice.
Oh.
So yeah, good father, parent of the year.
Stay classy,
father.
Yeah, you stay classy there in Auburn Hills.
But yeah, no. Super Bowl Sunday. My favorite is, I don't know if you ever do the Bodog does the prop bets where you can gamble like $100 on if it's heads or tails. Or
right.
if you know who, like,
if it rains or not, or
right.
Yeah, all the stupid stuff.
What's the PSI of the football?
God forbid we don't. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I have lamented for the course of this entire week that we are not running a sports-oriented show.
Thank
because
God.
I would love to have said the word balls as much as the guys on 97.1 in the course of the past 7 days. Because so help me God, like it doesn't matter what time of day you turn it on, they're talking about balls.
What kind of balls?
Soft balls.
Oh,
and
soft
deflated balls.
And deflated balls.
Balls that aren't fully inflated. Balls.
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 Yeah, I heard the equipment guy handled the balls.
That's the latest.
Well, the SNL skit was awesome.
But Tom Brady enjoyed touching the balls. So
He
that
did.
Was,
but he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I didn't see the SNL skit. I heard it was hilarious, though.
My God. The coach goes up there, and by the way, I'm gonna hand it over to Tom Brady, who was responsible for everything, and he'll field all the questions.
You know it's bad when Rachel Maddow as a skit talking about balls.
Yeah.
Like, it just went way jumped the shark.
Rachel Maddow.
And nothing. It's
no,
awful.
thank you.
Let's get into tech. I'm sick of talking about
Dude,
balls.
it's not even tech. Like one of the bigger stories that's been going on is, for the love of God, there's apparently, thank you, Jenny McCarthy, measles outbreak that the episode or epicenter is Disneyland.
Well, I think Disneyland is just going to drop-lift a bunch of Clorox into the entire park and just sanitize the entire thing.
I don't even know what measles.
At this point, they should.
What the hell is measles anyway?
We're not supposed to know what measles are because they were eradicated back in the friggin' 40s. Except, thank you, Jenny McCarthy.
Is it because the time machine came back from Back to the Future? Because that's how far we are.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're further now from the original starting point in Back to the Future than he went back in time. Yes, that'll make you.
And we're still not wearing Devo helmets.
No hoverboards.
Yeah, no hoverboards. No.
Someone's inventing one, though. I saw Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Well, they have it.
So what the hell is measles? Is that like lupus?
No, it's like chicken pox, but worse. Like you get little red dots all over your body.
You may die from it.
I had chicken pox.
You know what the worst kind of measles are? And I'm not joking about this when I say German measles. Just saying. Apparently you guys made it worse.
Oh,
thanks.
Good. You know why I hate chicken pox? Because I had third row tickets for WrestleMania 3. I think I was 12 years old, and I couldn't go because I had chicken pox.
And that's one of those viruses that never actually leaves your body.
Yeah, well, and I've only learned that from commercials, that apparently chicken pox as a kid leads to shingles as an adult. Thanks.
Yep.
It makes me giggle, though. It's not like a real disease. It's like, what did I say? Like there's like
wait. Have you ever had shingles?
Lyme disease, shingles, lupus, gout. It's like you say you have it and people giggle. It's like it's not even like a real
It just rents your body for like a week and a half. It's
like I have shingles. Call a stinking roofer. Like I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know.
It's like a drunk uncle. It shows up whenever it wants to and doesn't leave until it wants to.
The pharmaceutical companies come up with all these Demoxicil. Call it something ooh, scary, not like lupus. That was a movie in the 80s with Corey Haim playing football.
That was Lucas.
That was Lucas.
Leukoplakia.
Oh, see, that's a disease.
I think we just bastardized 3 different things.
That's great.
Story of our lives.
Great.
Right.
So the exciting news, I think, that came out is that the NHL has reached an agreement with GoPro.
Stole my idea.
And they're going to put GoPro cams on
I actually thought this was
helmets.
I thought this was an Onion article when I forwarded it on to you guys.
Why?
I mean, it's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but
who doesn't want when they do like the helmet cam, like in the Pro Bowl and all that. Who doesn't that when you go to like, they're not going to play it for like the play-by-play. You'll get dizzy. But if they do replays and show, dude, that's freaking amazing. You get to be on the ice and see the action as it's happening.
It's a hell of a lot better than the glowing puck. Let's be
Oh
honest.
my God! Can we never have the glowing puck again, please?
No,
ever?
you know what it's going to be? They're going to do the.
They're actually bringing it back.
No,
hold on.
That was
It's
just
gonna
a
be,
Fox thing, wasn't it?
My prediction: it's going to be like the stupid NASCAR network where you got 12 channels and you want to hop into Greg Biffle's car and there you go. So you want to hop into Datsuk's helmet, there you go. So every game's going to have 12 different stations, and you could.
Yeah, and like what's going to happen is, are they going to sell sponsorships for each individual feed?
Of course they are.
Oh, why wouldn't they?
It was a rhetorical
Yeah,
question.
to say it's a professional sporting event. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can watch the whole game as Pavel Datsuk.
Dude, it makes your NHL 2K14 or 2K15 experience so much better.
Hockey's dead. This is like, I think this is for you down Debbie Down in this. This is like,
I'm not Debbie Downing
bring
it at
this
all.
crap back. I put GoPros on everything.
By the way,
everywhere.
hockey's not dead.
Hockey's dead.
Yeah,
dude.
hockey's
Hockey
kind of
is
dead. It's a far, far distant like.
Why? Because too many
sport.
regulations?
No, because I mean, you look at you've got NFL, Major League Basketball.
And oh, by the way,
baseball,
breaking news:
basketball.
All that GoPro video goes on StoreNext. Brought to you by Quantum.
Does it now?
Really? Fantastic.
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice segue.
And we found out all the video on WWE, so the Royal Rumble, all got stored on Quantum storage.
Did it?
It's crazy.
Wow.
And they're here.
What a surprise! You ask questions about wrestling. What a surprise!
I know, right? Go figure.
So, should we have a moment of silence for what we've all known and read through and laughed at and mocked over the years? Sky Mall.
Wah, 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 wah.
Should this surprise anyone? I mean, honestly, how many times have you taken a flight in the last 6 months, or even the last month, flipped through that magazine and not purchased one thing? Right? Everyone's hand is raised in the
Give me the
studio.
Bobfather music.
Go.
wait,
And
Just
go.
Give me the Godfather music.
Looking.
And
go.
Wow, where'd it go? Okay, give me a second.
Did you lose it?
Just talk for
Oh,
a sec. No, it was here.
So we're talking. This is great. You can edit this out tomorrow.
Just start talking,
Really?
Bob.
So, Sky Mall. So
Let me get this straight.
I can't even channel those. So let me get this straight. So let me get this straight.
Always have backups.
You got a magazine in the back of an airplane seat that gets seen by 650 million people a year. You don't store any product. You don't sell anything. You're taking a cut off of someone else delivering a product. You don't have any overhead. You have an 800 number and like 2 operators in India. 650 million people see your shit, and you sold $33 million last year, and you're losing money.
Where does the money go?
You don't have a warehouse. You don't hold it. You don't do anything.
You don't buy anything sold or processed.
You have no overhead.
And everything in your stupid book is inflatable pillows and Yetis for your backyard. It's like, give me a effing break. And then, 650 million people read our stuff. No one, like, how do you lose money? Again, you want to talk about, you can kill it. You want to talk about Instagram being worth $35 billion? How do they lose money? They don't do it.
They don't buy anything data
They
processed.
don't sell anything processed or bought.
It's
They
all,
don't buy it, yeah.
it's all shipped through someone else. I called once a long time ago. It's like
Well, the one
$5,000 for a page for a month.
Bob, the one thing that is relevant to you that you actually wanted is actually out of stock.
I didn't even want that. It was stupid. There was nothing I ever wanted.
You don't want a yard gnome?
No, I don't want a yard gnome. I don't want a signed baseball by Jeter.
Wait. You don't want a wedding ring that's like from the Lord of the Rings?
No, and I don't want a Roomba from Sky. Oh, so stupid. It's probably one of the dumbest. I would read one every time I got in a plane.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone does. You don't have a choice.
I probably got 250,000 miles in the air, and you think I read that sumbitch front way? I read the same one 13 times.
Yep.
And I'm not once did I go, ooh, I gotta have that. But how do they lose? Answer me that. Explain how Instagram makes money and explain how they lose money.
Riddle me this, Batman.
They made $33 million. That's it. 650 million people. What's the cost of acquisition there? Like it's a nickel.
Somebody has an island somewhere.
Their cost of
that's
acquisition
totally
is a nickel.
walking away from it.
Yeah, it's the dumbest. It's
yeah,
probably the dumbest story I've ever heard in my life.
I'm not disagreeing with you in the least.
What do you got? When Snapchat is charging, did you hear this? $750,000 to advertise for one day.
Screw you, Snapchat.
So hold on. One Snapchat ad from one client is what 15x what SkyMall does in an entire year. Kiss my ass, you suck, SkyMall. Good riddance. See you in the depths of hell.
So what?
Apparently it's all about the market.
Wait. So is there a market then? I mean, what's going to replace it? There's got to be something. What are we going to watch? The stupid emergency thing now?
No, you got to watch 3-year-old episodes of when Harry Met Sally or whatever.
Yeah.
2.5 Men or whatever on the stupid network.
Well, and
how do they lose money?
I don't get it.
What do you got?
You don't have a warehouse.
Yeah. No.
You know what I bet? You know what I bet? Razorfish probably charged them like $30 million to design it like a freaking Yahoo store, right? In like 99. Yeah, and then they're charging them like $4 million a year for upkeep on a freaking Google front page.
It's great money if you can get it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
What is this, 1998?
I hope nothing takes them over. What will I ever do without my Hammerstein Schlechter world map on my wall?
Is Sharper Image actually still in business?
We actually had the Hammaker Schlemmer giant, like room-sized, wall-sized crossword puzzle at Great Lakes back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that
because I bought it.
Well, that was that. It's funny you mentioned it. We did a trip to Florida with the kids, and that's the one thing that my daughter picked out of that whole stupid catalog.
Hilarious.
She would be like, "I would love to have that," because she's totally into crossword puzzles.
Who bought the Yeti in the backyard?
Nobody buys that shit.
Why do you make
so
it
stupid?
Who guys says? See now, remember what I told you? Like with the commercials, I don't think the commercial's funny. I think the process of getting to the commercial's funny.
Right.
Like what guy sits in a
mashed potato
boardroom?
machine, yeah.
Not just the mashed potato, no, like the occasional diarrhea. Like that always makes me laugh. Like the woman that's been going to auditions for like 15 years and she finally gets her one big part. She goes, "Oh my god, I'm going to be in a commercial," and her one line is occasional diarrhea. And that's all she's ever done in her career. And her family sees it 37 times. It's on ESPN 13 times a day. But the process for a guy sitting in a boardroom going, you know what I think people want is a 300-pound ceramic Yeti to put in their backyard that you got to ship with 14 pallets, and it costs $1,000.
Well, on top of that, the production of having some model go in the backyard of someone's house and like caressing it.
I think you got a good idea. Let's make these stupid Yetis.
And let's pay $5,000 a page in SkyMall.
And then there's some clown that sits in SkyMall going, I got $13 billion in the bank. I bought everything. I'm going to have a freaking Yeti hanging out in my yard. Stupid. I hate people. So what else is going on? Screw SkyMall.
Thought it was interesting. So the FBI is trying to get it passed, or at least legalized, that if you are connected to Tor or a VPN connection, that's probable cause.
To or through?
Two.
Okay, so but a VPN too also?
No, like
This is
yeah,
the
so like dude, if you're hooked into your Cisco VPN,
right,
that would be probable cause.
This is the first step in a slippery slope.
They want control.
No, they want to monitor everything.
Well, they can't. It's stuff they can't see, so they want control. They
want to monitor it, no matter what you're doing.
Well, and that's why I love the.
Where's that?
You could be a reporter for the New York Times and connect to the network to find out what it's all about, just to find out what it's all about, and all of a sudden you're suspect.
And it's probable.
And all of a sudden you're suspect.
But what's the process of them trying to get access to it? Do they have to go to Supreme Court, or do they have to?
Well, no, we'll see.
What's ever stopped them before?
Congress. It's going to become a law.
So is this like
that defines probable cause?
Jesus Christmas! Can't do nothing.
1984.
I want Then I see net neutrality is coming up almost every single day. Thank God Google's stepping up to the plate. I think they spent like $500 million, some crazy amount lobbying against net neutrality. Because stupid Wiener Verizon and Comcast are for it, so they can throttle Netflix and charge us out the ass.
Yeah, so my daughter can complain that her My Little Pony isn't loading fast enough.
Yeah, exactly. It's slow. It buffers.
Yeah.
Daddy, what's a buffer?
Do you remember?
For crying out loud, you're watching Netflix on an iPad. Shut the hell up.
Don't you remember pre-Netflix where you had to like log in the website and pick your movies?
I remember watching things on a VHS tape.
Stop talking. But like, no, when you pick the movies to stream and you had to do it like 3-4 hours in advance, so you pick them out at noon.
Yeah.
And you would like pre-download so you can watch them
Well,
because
you get it, when you're home, they're good.
And now, so help me God, if it freaking flickers,
Yep.
I hate you.
If it pixelates even once, they
Right.
complain.
Like
It's fuzzy, Dad.
I'd watch Godzilla in a VHS tape with someone crinkled it and there was a line through the whole thing. I didn't
break,
care.
yeah.
But then you get one flicker, one pixelation.
It's like the quote from Tom Brady. This isn't ISIS. Nobody's dying.
Yeah.
Oh, my kids at my...
Oh, the whole, like, yeah, okay, so people are, like, ISIS wants to wipe us off the face
Right.
of the planet,
And
and people are mad that this guy cares about his daughter.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's like my kids go to my dad's house and they're whining about he doesn't have it. He doesn't order cable in HD. He's just
Right.
like SD. He's like, I can't see the difference. I go, Dad, because you got cataract, you can't see the difference. It's like, I can see the difference. Like, order damn HD.
You can't even pick Ma out of a lineup.
Right, exactly. Like, so my kids are bitching that the screen ain't good like Daddy's is. Like, really? Like, just deal with it. When I was your age, I had a 13-inch black and white, and we were happy.
Yeah. And I was the remote control.
Yeah. Right, that only went then the VCR had a cord on it. Then yeah,
exactly. We
I was just talking about that with my father, that I used to be the remote control for him. He didn't remember that. I'm like, oh, selective memory.
Or the shoe was. Right. We get hit in the back of the head with a shoe. Put it on channel 9.
The good old remote with the cord attached to it that would spark.
Oh yeah. It only went up channel and up volume. Yeah.
Too late. I got to go around.
Good times. What else? We got time for one more.
The other good Disney one is Disney apparently. This just came out today that Lucas apparently said, "Hey, here's my scripts for everything I've written for Star Wars."
Yeah, Disney's like, yeah,
and
no.
Disney went, "Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, we're good." Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah, we're gonna have Captain Lens Flare take care of this one for us. That was
We had this. It was a great argument we had with the Detroit Beer Press folks and Mark from Falling Down. I met him up at Coonan's, and hell hath no fury when you have vitriol like arguing Star Trek, like Kirk versus Picard versus J.J. Abrams Star Trek.
Yeah,
and then if Episode 1 sucked or not. And
there's really not a debate. Episode 1 sucked.
I liked Episode 1.
Bob, you're actually the only one on the planet that actually likes it.
I think it's trendy.
That's why you're a sales guy.
No, just like the Royal Rumble last night, it was trendy to hate on Roman Reigns all day. Crickets. It's trendy to hate on Episode 1.
No one in this room know what you
I know. I just said crickets.
It's not trendy.
It's trendy to hate on Episode 1.
No, it's mainstream.
Just because of one character.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
That's like hating Return of the Jedi because Bib Fortuna was weird. It's stupid.
Not the same thing.
It's not just because of one character. Dude, Jar Jar sucked.
Right. That's fine.
The kids sucked. Darth Maul dying sucked. Yeah.
He died.
Yeah, and they give it all.
Do we really want to get into this? This will be an entire
Yes,
episode.
we want to get into this.
Thank you very
but
much.
Okay, so let me bring it into the real world example. I took it for what it was, and I didn't go too deep into it. I watched American Sniper, right? And I watched it like I watched Full Metal Jacket. It was a good movie, and everyone's going, "Well, he lied."
It was,
and it was stupid, and he was a liar. I'm like, you know what? I watched a movie.
It's still a good movie.
I'm not friends with the guy. Wasn't stationed with him. I watched it like I watched Platoon.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
Was Forrest Gump real? I don't know.
Exactly.
But it was a good movie.
But,
I believe things explode in space and burn without oxygen. I believe in lightsabers. I believe in the Force. I'm good with suspension of disbelief. So, and that movie didn't take me out of it. It was a good watch.
And I didn't. Yeah, embellish all you want.
Yeah,
it's Hollywood. Entertain me, right?
Did you see that meme about all the technology in Star Wars? We can create a space station that can blow up a planet, not a problem. We can have anti-gravity, not a problem. And then it shows a picture of Han Solo with the little headset. Wireless headphones? Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, no.
But it's like you can't make it too real. Remember, like the show 24?
Yeah,
right. With Emilio Estevez or whoever the hell was that started it. No, but like
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
They look. I always get them on
They're
next
so
week
the same.
episode, like he lives in LA, right? Next week episode, he's stuck in traffic for the whole
The next
episode.
3 episodes.
Right.
Yeah, the next 3 hours of the show.
When do you poop?
Next week, he hits snooze for 15 minutes, takes a shower, and then reads the paper and has a coffee.
It's like the 25th hour.
Like, wow, that's a great episode. Like, I get it. You got to embellish some stuff to entertain.
Yep.
But anyway, are we up on a break?
Hopefully.
Yeah, we're good enough.
All right, fair enough. We're going to come back with all the Quantum guys. Happy good times here at the IT and the D show. We'll see you in a bit.
We'll be right back.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D show.
The IT in the D show is brought to you in part by Logicalis. Logicalis is an international IT solutions and managed services provider with expertise in communications and collaboration, data center, and cloud services. Employing nearly 3,700 people worldwide with more than 20 offices in the U.S., including 2 in Metro Detroit. Find out more at us.logicalis.com.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D show.
Welcome back. Segment 2, episode 76, the January 26th edition of the IT in the D show. We're sitting here in the Raw Radio X studios in the Russell Industrial Center, beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy. We're here with Dave the Geek, Jeff the Voice of Reason. This show is exclusively brought to you by Quantum Storage. Find them
Regardless of what you heard in their first break.
Quantum.com. Yeah, exactly. And we are enjoying delicious Ninja Chicken from Falling Down Beer.
This is the second segment, and we are on the second growler.
Yay!
Find us online, itinthed.com. I don't know, I haven't checked Twitter.
Well, and we haven't talked about that. So it is facebook.com/itinthed. We are on Twitter at itinthed. If you're brave and you feel like you want to call in, you can call us at 313-462-0107.
Or don't, we won't complain.
No.
Or don't, whatever.
It's all
We're
good.
good just talking amongst ourselves. That's how it goes.
I know Ian's going to tweet us a few times, but...
No, he already did. He already said the Sharper Image is still in business.
No, they are?
They are. He said
Where?
well, so it must be official.
Well, Ian
crazy.
said it. It must be true.
Right. It's on the internet.
It's not lupus. That's great. Check it on Twitter. That's funny.
So let's dive in. I mean, Quantum. You guys are out at quantum.com. You are one of our sponsors. We love you guys for that. But, I mean, and there's like the little snippet that we play. But, I mean, so what is it that Quantum is and does? I guess that's the important question, and we'll dive in from there.
Well, first of all, guys, thanks. It was great to be on the show, IT in the D. We're just excited to be here. And, just to give a little background on Quantum itself, Quantum has been around for 30 years. And, our mission is really to capture data, to share data, and to preserve it during its life cycle. So, in order to do that, we have technologies, enabling technologies to be able to accomplish that. So, it's exciting times. You hear the term zettabyte these days, and you guys...
Has it gotten that name?
A zettabyte.
It's getting there.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Well, what was it? 2012, I think IDC came out and said there's probably about 1.9 zettabytes that transverse the internet.
Wait, at any
so that's
given time, or?
To give you a perspective, a zettabyte. You know what a zettabyte is? Anybody? How many
is
zeros?
Is it after yottabyte?
I didn't know there was a test.
Okay, that was a test. Give me time. Come on.
I was told there would be no math.
Right, exactly.
There's zeros involved.
Yeah, there's zeros. There's a lot of zeros involved. You think about it. There's the terabyte. We're all familiar. Petabyte.
Yeah.
Okay. Exabyte.
Yeah.
Okay. Exabyte.
Yottabyte.
Yottabyte.
Next.
Well, zettabyte, I think it is. After that.
XYZ. Exabyte, yottabyte.
Yottabyte.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's 1 billion terabytes.
1 billion.
1 billion. It's more than a million.
So the one things that drive me nuts is when you go to these executive presentations, they talk about how many gig of videos being uploaded daily, how many users are tweeting.
It's like per second.
It's like 20 years of video is uploaded to YouTube every day.
Yeah.
Well, you probably know the stat better than I. It's like more data has been uploaded to the internet in the last few years than has ever been recorded in all of time ever.
Right. It's growing probably
exponentially.
Yeah.
Year over year. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So when you think about it, it's about 70%, but a lot of that data is unstructured. It's what I mean by unstructured data. There's really no format to it, or there's a format, but it's not managed by any application as such. So you think about that growth. What do you do with it? Just to give you an example, you got a digital camera, Bob?
Absolutely.
How many pictures do you take? You got a little, 1-year-old
I'm on
daughter?
my
She's cute, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I take them on my phone now.
Yeah.
I got.
I was going to say, all smartphones have taken over the digital camera market.
Right. Well, exactly.
Yeah.
That's great for Bob because, he needs a smartphone.
I do. Absolutely do.
Ding. So, think about what we create as users, as end users in the home. I think I've got about 4 terabytes. I'll tell you a little story. My wife has got a digital SLR I gave to her, and we got kids and grandkids now. And she takes pictures, and it's click, 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 click. There may be 10, 15 pictures of the same thing. And heavens forbid,
and they all
you can't.
have to get saved.
You have to save them. You cannot. Now, you think about corporations, the data that's being created, whether it's in video surveillance. We talk about things like cybersecurity. You think about the hacks that have been happening.
Well, I was going to say, the part that nobody's talking about, the big lesson from the Sony hack, is delete your old stuff for the love of God.
Everybody keeps everything.
Yeah. But is it really deleted, though?
Well, yeah. I mean,
or is it discoverable?
I think the consensus is a lot of it's still discoverable. Right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's just a flag.
Yeah, because you don't have the I don't have it answer. That's the problem.
That's right.
So, just to give you an example about the pictures, I've got about 4 terabytes. So I was doing some work on my computer, and I reformatted one of my drives. Bad thing. Lost everything.
Yeah, nothing good ever comes.
36,000 pictures gone. Everything since
Are you kidding
gone.
me?
My wife looks at me and she says, "Doesn't you work for Quantum? Aren't you in the backup business?"
He's like, "Where's your redundant backup?
Where's your backup?
You don't have a DXi at home."
So
honey, you're fired.
The good news is I do have a DXi at home right now.
Yeah, I know you do. It's in your garage.
But deduplication, disk.
No matter how that was painful for Wade, that one picture that he wanted removed off that hard drive
is gone.
Right, yeah.
So kind of mission.
But it was discoverable. Yeah. There's tools out there that can go out and do forensics upon disks, and be able to recover that data and bring that back. So I brought that data back.
Not if you delete it properly.
Not if you delete it properly.
I'm just going back to that one picture.
What's a military
hypothetically?
Encryption? Yeah, it's
I'm just going
like a 7 times.
Yeah, 7 times zeros and ones.
I'm just going back to that one picture I took. That got automatically archived to Google that I didn't want.
Yeah, your wife's pregnancy.
Delete.
Automatically.
Delete.
Again, Bo, we love you, but your idiot husband apparently just auto-uploaded your pregnancy chest.
They were amazing.
Pregnancy chest.
I got to take a picture of these, and all of a sudden, I look at my phone. They go automatic
synchronizing.
Auto-synchronizing. I'm like,
thank you for uploading to Google Plus. I'm going to notify all your friends.
No.
Thank you, Google Cache, by the way.
Yeah.
For no reason. It has nothing to do with that story.
Crazy.
Thank you, archive.org.
So just to go, think about organizations, corporations, they're creating all this data.
Yeah.
And it's creating a challenge in backing up that data because you create data during the daytime, you have your legacy data that you need to protect. And now if you think about it, you're into petabytes, how do you back up a petabyte of data in 24 hours? But a lot of that data is static, it's stale, you haven't touched it, you haven't looked at it.
And you won't touch it
And you will not
forever.
look at it, but you cannot delete it. So Quantum handles that.
Well, and that's a huge issue when it comes to whether it's financial institutions or HIPAA and healthcare and all that fun stuff. I mean, you've got to keep 7 years of nonsense in active storage, which is such a giant.
That's right.
Pain
Well,
in
when
the
we were at Polk together, they had a mandate in IT that nothing gets deleted ever. You delete an email, it just gets flagged. Okay, not discovered. It's still there.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It follows statistical reporting for
Which
all the
is
stats.
It has nothing to do with why I was only there for 9 months. I just want to be.
I wasn't going to go there, but yeah.
So just think about what's happening on the East Coast today. You got this
snow.
Oh, it's the historic. I think it's 1988.
Yeah,
was
1888.
Oh, yeah, 1888. It was called what? The White Hurricane.
Yeah. It was
I think
it was a
last-
snow that end all snow.
Yeah.
What they're getting tomorrow.
It
is
changed
nothing.
New York City forever.
Yeah.
The whole East Coast got a snow job. Hey,
So
Al Sharpton's going to protest pretty soon.
yeah, it's in whiteout. Hey, whiteout.
It's unfair.
Oh.
So you think about the weather, for example.
We're sorry, Ferguson, for whatever happens as a result of the show.
Your listenership in Ferguson just went down.
Yeah, we have 0 listeners in Missouri.
Our
all over.
attorney advised us that we cannot be held responsible
Exactly.
for
On the
vote.
advice, the views and opinions expressed by
The voice of reason just spoke.
Right,
By the
exactly.
way.
Give him another beer; it'll be a whole different story. Trey.
I'm the voice of reason until I'm not.
Yes. Okay.
So, but East Coast, yeah.
Yeah, so you think about the weather, and we have a customer, actually, who needs to keep their data forever. And they're based out of Quebec. They're protecting 65 petabytes. It's all satellite imagery, radar, because heavens forbid, you need to know what the weather was like on a Tuesday.
In
at-
1888.
In 1888.
Can't you just put it in an Excel spreadsheet for like 4K? I'm just saying, you need the image.
No, you need the image.
Radar. Imagery, satellite imagery.
somebody doesn't
It's
believe-
large. It's big data.
I'm more
It's-
impressed that we had satellites in 1888.
It wasn't so much as it was like a cow that had a sensor on it.
Well, apparently the
did.
Mars rover is being modified by some guy in a suit.
Right.
Maybe it was a Zeppelin.
Yeah, exactly. It was a kite with a 9-foot camera
Right,
on
right.
it. I don't know.
It was a
selfie
GoPro.
stick. It was
That's
a
fine.
It was a GoPro.
That's right, a kite and a GoPro in 1888.
Wait, steampunk's a thing?
Yes.
Never will ever be a thing.
So, when we think about, this data explosion, I'm going to throw out a number, IDC or one of the organizations who study these, make these speculations on what's going to happen. 2020, it's going to be 23 zettabytes that will exist on all hard drives.
And 22.999% of it will be completely useless.
Absolutely.
It's going to be my daughter's Facebook update.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that'll be pictures of cats, all of it.
Right.
But even the stuff that is relevant, let's go back to Ferguson. That's prompted, and Quantum's been involved in that. A lot of the body cameras on the cops. How many tours do those cops do? Let's just say they go out and do a couple traffic stops, nothing major. You don't need to keep that data. But let's say they arrest somebody and it becomes an altercation, so on and so forth. All of a sudden, that becomes important data you have to keep. Right?
Well, it's like home surveillance, right?
Absolutely.
I don't need to know what happened, but if I got my change purse stolen out of my car, I want to go back and look at it. Right?
You still have a change purse?
I know I got a Crown
If
Royal.
my wife happens to walk, if my wife happens to
If
walk
there was
around
ever a
topless,
need for the bell, that was it right there.
At the time I should have said it's a Crown Royal bag, which is
Right. That you keep all your change in.
yeah. Sorry, I went the opposite route on that one.
So in the terms of storage, translate that into acreage. How much space are we talking with regards to like physical warehouses? with
before you
regards
go there, though, I mean, I want to let him finish. When it comes to like city cop cams, are there? I'm assuming there's nothing on paper now, but I mean, is that an evolving requirement issue that's going on now?
And it's actually on paper now. I mean, Quantum's actually done. City of Calgary is a great example where they did a pilot project with.
Okay, so not Canadian because you didn't say Calgary.
I said Calgary. Or process. I didn't say that.
Process, yes.
Right.
You can smack him, by the way.
That's right. That's okay. So they did a pilot project with the cameras on their vests, and Quantum is the back end storage for that, for not only primary but then kind of the long-term archive in the event that they ever need to pull it back, right?
Okay.
It's that data. So we've got those type of video surveillance opportunities, and then we're also seeing cities, municipalities putting video cameras on every light pole, every stoplight, every whatever, capturing every minute of the day.
So how long are they keeping that?
It's really depends on the backup process.
What do I have to worry about?
Well, yeah, Big Brother is not watching. But they keep it based on, I think it's anywhere from 30 to 60 days if there isn't an event. If there is an event, then they obviously keep it for a much longer time based on litigation and things like that. So the cities tend to develop their own backup policies of how long they want to keep this data. But to Wade's point, this is why the data explosion is happening, because we're recording everything.
Not only that, the municipalities are losing
call-ins for issues because the police officers have video cameras on their chests. Somebody can't call in and say they're
I've been abused.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, well, yeah, they had
So-
a cam. It's not. Yeah,
It's protection for both.
It's
both the.
Well, think about the video
person
quality
and the
too.
police.
Remember the video you took on your clam phone, and now you got 4K coming out.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
and 8K.
It's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
So again, getting back to the acreage thing, I mean, how does that translate into real estate?
So, you see that drive densities right now, when it comes to spinning disks, are getting dense.
Yep.
We'll soon see the 6 terabyte drives. One of the things as data starts to scale and grow into these zettabytes, the traditional RAID systems just don't cut it anymore. The overhead. If you're
Right.
using RAID 5, RAID 6, you think about how many drives are being used for parity or hot spares.
Well, yeah, you can only stripe so far, and then it's
Well,
just-
exactly.
yeah.
And you think about that cost in protecting petabytes of data, or even getting up into the zettabytes. So Quantum has technology called object storage, our lattice technology, that uses Solomon Reed, fountain code erasure, and also GeoBit spread. So it eliminates that need to be able to have RAID as such. So it's an enabling technology where we can have units deployed across the U.S. It can be globally for that case. You never have to back it up because, I've been in this business for 20 plus years. And the problem with archive and taking that static and stale data is that you just shifted the problem. I took it off my primary disk now and moved it over to an archive.
Right.
I have to archive
It
the
still
archive.
has
I
to be,
still
yeah.
got to either replicate it, move it. But Lattice does not, require that. It's self-healing, self-protecting. So it's a really exciting new emerging technology that, we're seeing customers start to gravitate to that need that long-term.
And that's a
on
good
disk.
question. I mean, so who should be looking at quantum? Like what particular, what industry, what kind of company should be looking at quantum for a solution standpoint?
Well, it's actually a really simple question to answer because everybody is capturing video, unstructured data. I mean, most of the major companies are capturing unstructured data or structured data like databases, emails, things like that. But almost anybody is capturing video, whether it's to put marketing on their website or Twitter or Instagram, whatever that might be, all the way up to parking cameras in your parking garage trying to watch license plates. I mean, if you look around and actually take time to walk through this, like 10 city blocks, you'll see multiple organizations capturing security video.
Yep.
You name it. It's all
Well,
out
hell,
there.
look at the entire country of the UK. I mean, every corner has multiple security cameras.
Absolutely.
So let me take a left turn real quick. When's spinning going away? I'm just curious.
Spinning
discs.
Yeah. It's
Because that's your point of failure, right?
Well, there's technologies to be able to, enabling technologies. So, in our deduplication products, we use a feature called DDP. It's a dynamic drive pooling. So, there's
Diamond
always
Dallas Page. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, is this getting too technical
No,
for you,
no,
Bob,
I'm
as
good.
a sales guy?
I'm the sales guy, yeah.
You're the sales guy.
Not too informative, but damn, are we entertaining?
Yeah.
When these conversations happen in my sales call, like, Bob, why don't you get us some coffee right about now?
So, this will be around. We're seeing, you've heard the tape.
Right now in Bob's head.
or the nerds part.
Nerds.
What does a nerd?
So disc is,
disc will still be around.
What about
but
tape?
We're starting to see the emergence of flash technology.
Yeah.
So flash SSDs. So for high performance applications, that's what customers are looking for right now. They want to be able to.
I'm saying at one point does flash overtake when spinning goes away? Is that even on the horizon?
Well, there's still the life cycle of flash that has to be considered.
Yeah,
it only lasts so long.
Okay, and that's a good question because flash is only advantageous if you're trying to do rapid access, right? It doesn't have that longevity that tape does or anything else.
Is tape going away? Being an old tape guy?
Well, you've heard the term tape sex, and it's dead. And
for years when I was selling it, it was dead.
Tape is still very much alive. You know that LTO-10 technology is on the roadmap right now.
No kidding.
48 terabytes native.
What was I selling? LTO-4? I think that's what I was. Yeah.
Not to mention that, Bob. You figure tape. What is tape? LTO6, you have up to 6 terabytes on a single cartridge.
Sure.
The LTFS appliance that Quantum offers allows you to use a library as a NAS file system.
Really?
So you're talking primary disk storage is roughly $3,500 per terabyte, where you can put 6 terabytes on a $150 tape.
Mm.
So that
We got to keep Iron Mountain in business, right?
Absolutely. With the technology, you can make 2 copies, send one set off, and have one set on site. And the archival piece is just there. You can access it anytime you want to as a file system. So it's not a backup solution. It's not a.
It's just a remote.
It's not an application.
It's the cloud.
It's a NAS file system.
Yeah.
You have a pointer that points to your data that's on tape
in its earliest form.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No, you.
But again, that gets back to my question about real estate. I mean, how far down the rabbit hole do you go? Do you have multiple data centers saying? Do you have a backup of the backup?
Yes. So, to answer that question, there's putting the right data on the right technology at the right time.
Right.
So, high performance flash, moving that to SATA SAS, having
It's like
applications to
generational
be
type
able
of
to
thing.
move it through its life cycle.
Yeah.
So we're starting to see, I mentioned
Right.
64 petabytes.
Okay.
Our tape libraries, this customer is using our tape technology to be able to archive that data and to be able to use a high-performance file system indexing to be able to retrieve and have quick, fast access. If you yourself, if you haven't touched something in 3 or 4 months or maybe a year, do you mind waiting 45 seconds to get that data back?
Nope.
Based on my first marriage, no.
And there's the bell.
I'll say these days, if you're not, I want it now, Daddy. It's like a Veruca, everyone's Veruca assault.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
What? I gotta wait?
Yeah, there's a pixelated lag.
So, if Kyle mentioned, video, but we also do, just even documents and Excel spreadsheets. There's a ton of that sitting on Isilon or NetApp disks, NAS filers that are out there. So being able to free up that static data and move that into the picture of the backup, now you've fixed a problem. You've freed up your primary storage, give yourself some more growth, longevity out of it. You've also shortened the backup window. You've increased your network utilization because now you're not moving a petabyte of data over your network weekly to be able to do traditional backups. So our technologies from deduplication with our disk products, we have the variable length level deduplication, our DXI products. We have our tape, enterprise tape that scales up into thousands of slots with, hundreds of tape drives. And, you think about our enabling file systems, StorNext, our Lattice that we mentioned. Quantum.com, use cases are right there. Go to that site. I encourage everyone, Quantum.com. Look at the customer use cases, and every problem that you see about managing data can be found there with these use cases from whatever vertical you're in.
Just curious, this might be a stupid sales guy question, but how fast is storage moving past Moore's Law? Like Moore's Law, like every 4 years, everything's doubling or cutting, data centers are getting cut in half and doubling. It almost seems like every 2.5 years now. At what rate is storage moving at that rate? Do you follow where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I do, and I wish I had a crystal ball or something.
I know every enterprise is different. Every customer is different.
We know there's a problem. There's 3 things in life. There's death, there's taxes, and there's data growth.
Right,
right. It's going to happen.
Well, we're seeing it. We're seeing it right now with the blades. I'm in the obviously I'm in the network and blade side of the world. So I mean we're seeing the blades, the capacity almost. We're almost putting everybody on a 2.5 year life cycle on those blades. The chassis might sit for 5 or 6, but I mean they're getting popped out so quick because just capacity is changing so rapidly.
Yep.
Yeah, I think there's that, and I think cloud for our perspective, Bob, comes into play as well, right? I mean, you've got the traditional on-site backup, recovery, and archive space, having boxes and tiles and power and cooling, but at the end of the day, there's also the cloud that we can drive to from a pure storage, kind of storage on demand perspective.
What is the cloud? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that'd be a much longer story.
As long as it's not iCloud.
You know what? Hey,
Not iCloud.
We are coming up on a break. Let's everything you wanted to know about storage and the cloud and more. We're going to come back with the boys from Quantum. This is the IT and the D Show.
We will be right back.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT and the D Show.
A word from Quantum, a storage company with a different approach. Quantum offers industry-leading backup and DR solutions with products that integrate innovative deduplication, replication, and cloud technologies. Our archive solutions help you retain data longer and keep it accessible, leveraging technologies like direct object storage, intelligent tiering, and LTO. Quantum Scale-Out Storage is designed to accelerate complex information workflow. Powered by StoreNext 5, it is the industry's fastest streaming files system. Visit www.quantum.com for more information.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
And we're back. This is segment 3, episode 76, January 26th.
April!
Oh my God!
For the love of God! This is not even the segment 5.
This is the January 26th edition of the IT and the D Show. We're sitting here in the Raw Radio X studios in the Russell Industrial Center.
Dave, he's got taxes on the brain.
I saw my W-2. I almost shit. We're sitting in the Raw Radio
Welcome
studios.
back, everyone.
I made what?
I paid what? In the Russell Industrial Center.
I paid what?
We're in beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy. We're here with Dave the Geek, Jeff the Voice of Reason. Find us online, itandthed.com, this show.
Facebook.com/ITandTheD. Twitter /ITandTheD.
Everything IT and the D.
All of the things IT and the D because
we are IT and the D, and you are not.
Exactly.
Will never be. Show tonight is brought to you by exclusively by Quantum Storage, and we are drinking delicious Falling Down beer. Find them at 10 and DeQuinder, next to the McDonald's by the Hazel Park Racetrack. Try the Reuben egg rolls.
Your life will never be the same.
Change
It won't.
your life.
It won't. Go for the beer. Stay for the Reuben egg rolls. So we had an interesting conversation, Tony, during the break.
As we always do.
As always.
And I forgot what it totally was.
That might have been the beer.
No. We were talking about, like my life revolves around
beer,
talking to partners and customers about consumption, life cycle management.
Could it have possibly been about this?
Potatoes at capacity. It's growing every day. My backup window's shrinking. My library's in dismay.
Really?
Oh, I don't know what to do.
You like this?
Storage vendor. They said your problems are easily fixed. Don't use tape, it's old and dead. Just store it all on disk. CX this or CX that will take your pain away. Keep it forever on spinning disk in a honking big array. No, this can't be true.
What was it? That by any chance?
It might have been that.
My blood pressure is through the roof. If anyone ever wants to kill me, just play country music around me all day long.
Noted.
I actually remembered what we were talking about. So, the hell was that country music?
It's country music.
He gave
it
to
was
me.
Feet.
Oh my God!
It was Rosie O'Donnell.
Tony, that was awesome.
And mushrooms, right?
So,
We've actually stumped them.
So in regards to, every time I'm talking to customers, partners, whatnot, we're talking about consumption life cycle. You kind of brought up a point saying our stuff, there is no life cycle. It stays forever, and it's kind of hard to comprehend. I mean, walk me through it as an idiot, what you're talking about.
I'm going to say it's not all of our stuff. It's our object-based storage. It's our object-based storage solution. We've designed it where it grows infinitely forever. So a 4 terabyte drive today, tomorrow it's 6 terabytes. 30 years from now it's 10 terabytes. However it may be.
It's like taping shoeboxes together. Like what does it look like from a? No. What does it look like from a
Because
technology?
we're recognizing it from the controllers at a raw storage point perspective. It's not a file system. It's object-based storage. So we're not using actual file systems. So as a controller evolves and performance and it gets better, you just add another controller. As the old controllers fall, you just pull them out and replace the new ones. It's continuously evolving, whether it's storage or controller based. So the data, the blocks of the disk degenerate and fall off, the new disk will present itself, and the error control checking procedures or the algorithms of the controllers will move that data to the better blocks.
Now,
Sweet. Yeah, so Tony is making it really complex there. He sounded like really technical there, Tony.
He is an engineer.
But he's an engineer.
Yeah.
You know, he's a, you know, and
It's-
you know,
That's-
it works for me,
sucks,
but I work
right.
for him. You know.
Just explain it to me like I'm an idiot, and he goes, you know.
Yeah. Okay. BitTorrent. You know what
Yeah.
BitTorrent?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Hey?
Hey,
Yep,
Jeff,
sure.
you?
Hey? Yeah. Absolutely.
Take off, eh?
So did you guys catch the A?
Yeah,
Canadian
he
goes
does.
came out.
Totally, yeah.
Hey.
So
I noticed
BitTorrent.
it, I wasn't gonna call him out on it.
Lattice, I use the analogy with customers of BitTorrent. We're familiar with how that works. So if you wanted to download Gotham, for example,
Mhm.
right now, get it illegally. Did I say that?
I would never do that.
You would do
Well,
that. Nobody
don't-
does.
you know,
Nobody does that, right?
We're already on FBI watch list. So don't worry about it. Yeah.
I completely don't have American snipers sitting on my home laptop. I don't.
Yeah.
That never happened.
I didn't send it to him either. I swear I didn't.
I did not give a copy to my father-in-law who was in Vietnam, who thought it was the best movie he's ever seen. That didn't happen.
I didn't. Yeah.
So when you
I didn't get a copy. Go ahead.
When you think about how BitTorrent works,
right?
You go out and you find all these seeders. So you may find that there's 50 or 100 people who have that movie. So you're not downloading the complete movie from a single individual site. You're getting bits and pieces all over. So that's the kind of way that Lattice Object Storage kind of works within the data center itself. So the data is spread across.
Is this a common practice, or is this proprietary to you guys? Or?
Well, it's a OEM relationship, and we have developed technology at Quantum with one of our partners, Amplidata. So that technology, we've now made that into a Quantum product. It's called Lattice. Okay, so how what Tony was saying is that as storage starts to scale out, you know, and greater densities start to increase, you know, the Moore's law. Who's to say, you know, a 20 terabyte drive doesn't show up in the next 2 or 3 years or 5 years? That you can add that capacity dynamically, it will spread that data out there. And as the data ages, your old drives just become decommissioned. So you continually just replace. So it's really dense. It's a big drawer, lots of drives into the drawer. It's not RAID 6, so it's you know, something. If you go to our website, you find a lot of detail around that. You know, around
What's the website again?
It's quantum.com.
Hey, it's crazy.
Come on, quantum.com.
Crazy.
It just rolls off the tongue.
It does. Okay, so that's Lattice.
So it's not just about your data expanding. It's also
Speak.
about
Speak.
Here we go,
The
guys.
sales guy.
Whoa. Let's go, man. It's also sales guy to sales guy. It's also about
This is what I need.
taking a more intelligent look at the data that you have. What kind of data do you have?
Hell
It's
yeah.
different at every organization. Is it virtual? Is it physical? Is it static? Is it active? And then allocating it to a tier where you can leverage the most economics from it.
So now this is my language. You guys shut up the rest of the time. Let him talk.
There you go.
I can see you two are bonding.
Totally makes
Right.
sense. I like that.
I know, Bob.
Meanwhile,
said,
in my
Bob,
world-
you said you wanted to talk consumption
I got a trig
economics.
midterm tomorrow, and I'm being chased by Guido, the killer pimp.
That's all I'm hearing.
I was hearing the Peanuts teacher. Wah 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 wah.
There you go.
Go ahead.
And that was it.
And he's done.
And you got
And
it.
scene.
Yeah.
So how you
No,
feel?
but really, it's just about taking inventory of what you have, and it's different in every organization. Are we 100% virtual? Do we have a ton of video data? Where can we get the most bang for our buck and still have access to that data?
So where you guys
It's taking
playing?
a smarter look at it.
Absolutely.
You want me to keep interrupting you?
No.
Okay, all right.
Please, no. Actually, please do.
You finally get him to talk, and then I start interrupting him. Yeah, it's crazy. This is a bad idea. So how you?
Thank you for that.
So how are you guys playing with your customers going to, you know, mostly hybrid cloud models? I'm assuming most of them are. Where are you guys playing in that? Because obviously it's a. Do they even know what they're doing, or did the CIO just read that he has to go to the cloud on an airplane and say, "Hey guys, we got to go to the cloud"?
In the Sky Mall catalog?
Yeah. It's usually listed in the
Next to the
Sky Mall
Yeti.
catalog. Right. And the shoes that you're going to go aerate your lawn with.
Right. Ooh, yeah, I like those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those were cool. No, most people want companies like Quantum to come in and give them advice as to the best tiers to back up their data to, depending upon the type of data, depending upon how quickly they need to retrieve it. So, obviously in our world, we go in and do a lot of consultative selling around what is your data, what are you trying to do with your data, are you trying to develop your data as an asset to the company?
Are you talking people like completely away from going AWS, going Amazon?
No,
or is it part of the strategy?
It's part of the strategy. I mean, it is a piece of the strategy for sure.
Because when when I'm talking to my partners, it's about, we talk about commitment and control.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of commitment do you want? How much control do you want over where your data is sitting? On what equipment, right? Because you have no idea where it is or where it's sitting.
Right.
So I mean, obviously, if building a hybrid apart, not going completely public, it's a huge issue for a lot of people as to how much control they're having over where their stuff's sitting.
That's the same conversation we're having with
people.
And so AWS does play into that. So the good news about Quantum is it's not just one tier or two tiers that we're able to provide to people. We have multiple options that we can offer, whether it's cloud, through AWS, through traditional tape at a very inexpensive price point. I mean, there's so many options. It really comes down to teams that we have in the field out talking to our customers and trying to identify what is it that you want to do with your data. And most customers are going to say, I don't know. They just know they need to protect it, and they need to know they need to retrieve it as quickly as possible. So we have plenty of options to give them.
But it's scary because, I mean, you could find the spectrum of your customers that probably that go, I don't give a shit, all the way to lock it down like the vault of the gods. And the question becomes, when do you talk them out of, because I have that problem too all the time. We've walked into school districts that didn't have a firewall.
Yeah.
They just for the simplest, putting in a network, and they're like, well, we don't have a firewall.
Right.
Well, what the hell, what are you doing? I can't imagine the conversations you have where people just don't back stuff up or. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry. You talk. You haven't said a word in a half an hour.
I was letting you be sales guy. Go ahead.
Jesus Christmas.
So here's another way to look at it. So what happens when you add 10 terabytes, when you add 100 terabytes, when you add a petabyte, right? It's a lot of people just think, oh, I just add a storage tray. Well, no, actually you add across the board because everything grows in your environment at a 1-to-1 ratio, right? So you're adding your storage, you're adding your backup software, you're adding your backup.
It all has to be indexed as well.
Right. So, it's not just one tray. You're adding across the board. So what we're saying is, hey, let's take a look at that data and see where we can tier it off so you can leverage the best economics for you.
Well, and that's, like, candidly, that is always the biggest issue that you've got is, okay, what data do you have versus what data do you need?
That's right.
That's
now.
the trade-off.
That's right.
Or within a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can make a call
we
back to
talked about that
archive
earlier.
tables and all that fun happy hoo-ha, but I mean, it is. I mean,
are you satisfied waiting 45 seconds or an hour for some sort of archive?
For a remote trigger to fire off to a back-end system and that's, in many cases, the answer should be yes.
Exactly. I need it now.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's the point, though, is that's not the world we live in.
No, it is not.
From a backup perspective, Quantum does a hybrid approach for the cloud. We do our DXIs with on-site protection, but you dedupe your data to the cloud. So if your local site ever goes away, you have the cloud data. So you have all your CEOs and so forth looking for the cloud aspect, but you still have your data on site. And with the Quantum Q Cloud, we entertain that to the customer for their entire environment.
So, but I guess that gets me back to my earlier question: is who does that matter to? Like, from a business environment perspective, who needs that? Who should be calling Quantum or looking at Quantum for this answer?
So that's a great question. Yeah. So it matters to people whose data is expanding and who need to keep more data for longer time periods.
It is funny because I think we've all been in the business for a long time. Back in the day,
yes, we're all old.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
But back
for
in
that.
the day,
there's not a head in this room without a gray hair. Thanks for
it's true.
Fetch my walker.
Right. Fetch my prune juice.
Get off my lawn. Get off my data center.
My hardware store.
Yeah, it's it. Welcome to the Walkers. Sadly, they're not ad episode of the IT and the D Show.
Exactly.
But the point is, we've talked forever to backup admin and network admin
Right.
in the data center. The conversation's changing. It's to the finance people.
Right.
What's the return on investment if I do this? It's to the marketing people. Because sometimes, a lot of times these days, the marketing people are generating a lot of the video content.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're buying equipment that's not sanctioned by the IT people.
Oh, shocker.
Right? So that's...
Wait, that happened?
Wait. We call that shadow IT.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's not so much in the shadows anymore.
That's
that's the beauty of this.
That's been my name tag for the last 15 years.
Shadow.
No, we're seeing it every day where the VP of sales is buying the collaboration tools. It's everything's being crossed business lines. The IT isn't making almost any of the decisions other than what's sitting in the data center.
If you're still
I'm just going to play that every time you talk.
Bob has just left the room.
The one time I'm actually interested in a tech conversation.
So how many fire hoops do you guys have to
Jesus
jump through with
Christ.
regards to different clients with regards to security? And how often does that roll off with regards to like the time frame with regards to the data, like getting back to the law enforcement, things like that? Like, is that encrypted? Like, how many different fire hoops do you have to be audited with regards to storage?
Well, that's the flip side of that story is, one of the ones that came out today was basically the FBI and the NSA and everybody have come out and said, okay, look, if you demand strong encryption, that's fine, but all that's going to make us do is break into your house.
We just went a back door.
Well, and that's like that's the trade-off
Right.
is all this data is out there, but who has access to it, when they have access to it, how that access gets monitored and managed.
That's the question. Like, so if they're recording ad nauseum thousands of police officers' body cameras.
Yeah, I don't care how you compress it. Video file's not small.
No, and
there's not an insignificant data cost.
Well,
there.
like after 9 months, is it not encrypted anymore? After 12 months, is it just open to the public? Is it FICA accessible at
Right.
24 months type of thing?
Well, the drives that Quantum uses are completely encrypted drives. So all the drives going forward today, all data will be encrypted. It doesn't fall off.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
You
it
have
falls
encryption.
off a truck, you're not going to be able to just plug it in and
Got it.
check out the video.
And let's not rule out just video. You keep talking about video. We also partner with other companies.
Well,
that,
video scares
Well,
everybody more
right.
than anything else, I think.
But let's go back.
That's somebody's email.
Right. Let's go back to Target. Right.
New England Patriots.
We talked about the Target
equipment
episode.
boy ball carrier. That's who scares. Yeah.
You said ball. You said ball again.
Balls.
You just said
balls.
right.
Yeah, sports show balls. Balls.
So
deflated balls.
Deflated balls.
Like you said about Target, the Quantum also partners with security companies outside of images and cameras. We partner with companies that do data packets. So the data packets, complete data packet caption, creates you said 5 terabytes an hour?
Well, depending upon the number of links, you think if you're a financial organization and you have a 10 gig pipe out there to the internet, and being able to do all that packet capture, it'll generate terabytes of data in a day. So you put that on spinning disks on a honking big array.
It's painful.
It is horribly painful.
I lived through that.
So
I didn't know you guys then.
So we have relationships with those that are able to capture that data and to be able to index it and to do forensics on that data to help with cybersecurity. So you think about Sony. You think about if you had a solution like that in play. We would have probably got to see that movie that was filmed about North Korea.
Which is really bad, by the way.
Which was really bad.
Which really wasn't worth all the hype.
But you think about the impact that
the
has
net
upon
result
the
of that
organization.
hack.
The result,
Well, and that's like the sad reality. And that gets back to our earlier chat about what everybody learned from the Sony hack, or they should have, was delete all your old crap.
Yeah.
Because the emails and all that, and this, dude, and for the love of God, spreadsheets in plain text that don't even have a password protection on the goddamn Excel spreadsheet.
I got the same password on my luggage.
Right, with Ben Affleck's name, home address, cell phone number.
Never
Mother
put
of God.
That's the number one rule of email. Never put in an email what you don't want on a postcard.
What you wouldn't want to have to deal with it as a deposition later.
Yeah.
And I just want to clarify the quantum steps in front of everybody else. You can have JBOD, you can have quantum, right? So JBOD, you're going to capture all that data. You're going to take days and days to recover that data, the analytics. You're going to have to research it. Because of StorNext 5, quantum will be able to access that data a lot faster. It's designed for speed.
Okay.
So it's just not JBOD anymore. So anybody can have JBOD.
Right.
StorNext 5 will get you your results and be able to protect you a lot faster than just JBOD.
And it's all about preserving that data because of the data. If I'm generating terabytes a day, by the end of the week I've got my array system filled up. So being able to take that data and tear it off, move it off to tape, for example. Another use case. Tape is not dead, Bob. Are you awake? Tape is not dead.
He's not allowed to talk anymore.
He's not allowed to talk.
I pissed him off with the crickets. He's done now.
So moving that off.
It's his turn to be pissed off.
Right.
Okay.
You know what else we learned by that movie, The Interview?
Yeah.
How bad Seth Rogen sucks.
Yes.
Awful.
We learned that a long time ago. That didn't take that movie for that.
Well, that was my first.
That's the biggest conspiracy theory. Like that was all planned.
Totally.
That
You
whole,
think so? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because that movie was going to bomb anyways, and that
We need
movie
some
had
hype.
more viewers on Netflix and torrents and
they gave it away for free.
Exactly.
So it was you got what you paid for.
Right.
Nothing.
Exactly. Yeah, you got your value out of it. Right. So what's going on, Dave? Hello.
Why would Buick put their cars next to the Bentleys? Why? That's not marketing.
The alphabet.
That's brilliant.
That's actually not the drop I wanted to grab, but
But it was so funny.
It's still one of my favorite drops of Bob. I'm actually surprised he's still in studio.
no, good, but we're up against a break, so I want to do this, and then we'll come back and we'll do more.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
This is the IT and the D Show. We will be right back.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D Show. This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
The drones on the White House lawn?
drone.
I'm allowed to talk now?
Yes,
Yes,
for the
you
intro,
are.
yes.
Wow. Wow, so this is the
You're
The
like in
fourth
penalty
segment,
box.
this is the January 26th edition. See, I said January. This is the IT and the D show. Find us at itandthed.com. We're in the Raw Radio X studios. The Russell. Industrial Center. Yeah, beautiful Midtown Detroit. Yeah, this is
Detroit.
This is Bob. Yeah,
This
Dave,
is Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah, we're all good. Thanks,
Yeah,
Bob.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks for playing.
Don't forget the quantum team.
And the Quantum Team's here.
Don't forget those guys.
We've been having fun. Some have.
I need my inhaler.
And he's back to his phone.
Thing on. Good. We always love drone stories. We do. We do. And so apparently a drone landed on the White House lawn.
Some idiot.
And they have no idea how it got there or who it belongs to.
It was
some idiot
Amazon.
bought a.
It was Amazon developed. It was delivering something to Obama.
It's a pizza shipment.
No, it was actually a pizza board and cutter because they needed to make some pizzas.
Right.
In the kitchen, and it was straight off Amazon.
Well, that's the funny thing is because apparently the drone was one of those Amazon quadcopters.
It was?
Yeah.
And those are actually illegal in D.C.
That's right.
For that very reason.
Yep.
So
Now they got snipers just looking out for them.
Well, apparently they don't have snipers on the roof like everyone thinks they do because people can just jump the fence and run into the building.
Apparently.
So,
Well, and we talked about this last week. There are now drones designed to hunt drones.
right. Well,
The Rapier, which apparently this drone goes out and hunts other drones and shoots an electrified net at it.
wasn't there like an 80s
Fantastic.
movie that talked about like anti-satellites that like blow up other satellites?
We had a listener chime in on Twitter saying, Bob was very technical last segment. Nice work. Sorry you got tuned out. See? Even the listeners know. That's on you.
Wait. Was that
your wife's on Twitter?
Was that your
No.
wife?
My wife's not named Kyle. Oh, no.
Was that?
And I got all happy for a minute.
Sorry, dude.
That was awesome.
Show sucks.
Not sponsored by Quantum anymore. They're gone.
It was an excellent effort, though, Bob. It was.
I thought it was. I thought he was right on. You two guys connected. I could tell.
See,
I'm not gonna lie. For for a remote, that's probably the most engaged Bob's been with a guest ever.
No, because Dave always has software developers on. I don't know. So the one time we're talking data center, I'm like, okay, I get it. And then he's like, poo-poos all my shit.
Okay, well, question for you.
Yeah.
Quiz. You know, Dave, tell me what dedupe is.
The upper hand is on the other foot.
Oh, that would be the deduplication of data, is what that would
Where's
be.
the Crickets app?
Wait, no, Dave's frantically looking for Google.
Cricket yourself on that
one. Damn, we should have had that queued up, Bob.
So drones.
Well, the other funny drone story was the drone that crashed in Texas or Arizona with a bunch of drugs on it.
Yeah, apparently, they're
The
now
drug
using
drones?
drones to smuggle drugs across the border.
Which
That's
I'm surprised.
outstanding.
It's fascinating but sad at the same time.
Why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no one to get arrested.
Shoot the drone down. I got 4 kilos of cocaine.
Well, that was the joke that we did last year. It's like the Amazon Prime shipping drones. That's like skeet shooting with prizes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, well,
It's like a
why would it not
pinata.
be?
It's a pinata with
That's
prizes.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
how
so
soon
stupid.
before Pedro grabs a hold of one of these drones and just flies over and lets go and lands? And it's like,
well, we had that conversation with the Motor City Drone Go guys. You need to have the 10-blade Uber drone
Right,
flying
that's
that
fine.
crap across.
It's fine. He lands in the freaking swamp like Commando, and he gets up and runs in the,
that was the joke the question. I'm like, oh, how many propellers does it take to actually carry a human being? He was like,
That was honestly. So we had the guy from
How many
Motor City
Polish
Drone
people?
Co. No,
the serious joke.
We had the guy from Motor City Drone Co. in here. We're like, so how, what size drone does it take to carry a dead body? Hypothetically speaking.
Well, I asked it as a joke, and he deadpans. He's like,
it's our 10
blade drone.
Without missing a beat, it's our 10-blade drone.
It's got serial number 75X.
Wait. Like, you sell a 10-blade drone? He's like, oh, yeah.
just drop the body off in Canada. There's no one up there that'll see it anyway.
Nobody even knew.
So that's the insurance rider.
Drop in the Detroit River. Nobody cares.
Right.
That's the new drug mule. That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Drones. It's our favorite topic. It really is.
It always is.
Talk about those stupid things forever.
I want, if you guys didn't hear, I want drones to deliver everything. Like if I want,
Bob never wants to leave his house.
Like if I want like Red Bull and Funyuns, I do not want to go to the gas station. I want it. In DC right now, you're getting a 3-hour delivery to your house from Amazon. Not by drone. I don't care who brings it. Just bring me my stuff.
Right. Yeah, I'm watching a football game.
Right.
I want a 12-pack of beer, some Funyuns, and maybe a burrito.
Yeah. Microwave. Right.
Whatever.
Exactly. Bring it to me.
Deliver the microwave, too.
And because of that, I might need a 6-pack of toilet paper. Whatever.
Right. But
bring it.
Do you think for a second I want to bend over and put my socks on and shoes and a jacket
and drive?
I don't want to answer the door.
Pants is optional.
No, we've seen you bend over, Bob. We don't want to see that.
Exactly. I'm all about the people. Looking out
But
for
the drones could come in handy for this snowstorm, right? What is it?
Could they?
Everybody on the East Coast, what do they want?
Not with those gale force winds.
Milk, bread, toilet paper.
All the drones are going to be in the
What do
Atlantic
they
Ocean.
need, Dave?
Milk, bread, toilet paper.
Milk, bread, and toilet paper.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Not necessarily in that order.
Bob has a solution for the snow that's going to fall in the east.
I do.
It's a propane.
No, two propanes on a cart. So it's like a push cart, like at Home Depot when you're buying the big thing, not the shopping cart, but the push cart.
So they'll like propel you along like a jet?
No, but you put 2 of them garage big propane heaters on the front, and you fire that sumbitch up
facing out,
not towards you.
Of a Walmart
motorized go-kart.
Oh no, that's the next
scooter.
level. That's the next level. Is the
that's
the
actually an
upgrade.
upgrade, Tony.
It's the Rascal scooter with the four
That's
of them.
a silver plan.
No, but the first one, if you want to walk, you put 2 propanes and you just walk that sumbitch down your driveway and just melt the snow. Why?
Did you just say sumbitch?
Yeah. Why
shovel?
Why shovel?
Why shovel?
There's no
because in my point at the
heat
bar was
melts
like
snow.
Yeah, so where does all that water? Where does all that water
Who cares?
go?
What are you gonna do?
But you know, the beauty thing about it, you could have some sort of deflector on the back end.
Yeah.
And you could put like your favorite
Like a
bathing
reverse-
suit on. You could be out, your neighbors are looking at you, you're in your skimpies, walking down the driveway because it's so hot.
I remember playing euchre in the ground. My brother-in-law.
I've met his neighbors. They don't want to see him in a skin.
There was a YouTube video. There was a Vine going around with like some neighbor like snow blowing in a thong that was my size. Not good. No, but why the hell?
On repeat?
I've been so here's the thing that's going to piss me off. Right? There was an idea I had like 15 years ago about the toilet have a number 1 flush and a number 2 flush to conserve water. They have that in Canada.
Yeah,
now.
I've got one actually in my water. I just use number 2 all the time.
That was my idea.
They have that in Europe already.
Yeah, they have.
That was my idea like 15 years ago. Now this propane thing, I bet you in 10 years, everyone's going to be doing it.
10 years? More like 10 months.
Why not?
You guys are talking about flamethrowers. I mean, that's a quick way too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But as we discussed, you got to have the batting helmet with the 2 cup things on the side.
You do.
With the
You
straws
do.
running down.
It's like I said, it's only because I don't want to answer more questions than I already get that keeps me from dumping like the 7 gallons of gas that I have in a gas container in my garage down the driveway and lighting that on fire to get rid of all the snow on the driveway. Like that.
Yeah. Like let's just cut out the machine.
Yeah, no, literally the only thing stopping me is I don't want to deal with the questions.
Or the evil stares from the neighbors.
Well, and the lady across the street teaches at my daughter's school. So.
I like that idea. Put a trail all across your sidewalk, light it. Everything's melted.
It's fire. Fire defeats.
How is the
snow.
propane?
And you know what? It'll go out all by itself.
Right.
Tell me.
It'll run out of fuel.
Yeah.
Tell me how my propane idea won't work. Just tell me. Somebody explain.
Because someone has invented heated driveways?
Well, some idiot is going to burn their ankle. That's what it is.
No, because you're facing out.
No,
You
but
have a
somebody's going to
buffer.
walk in front of it.
Yeah, but
Someone
all
puts their
Bob
foot
has
in-
to do is put a label on it that says this may burn you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then somebody will burn the
Coffee is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop a guy from sticking his
Do
hand
not
in
use
a,
hairdryer in shower.
Right.
It doesn't stop a guy every year sticking his hand in a snowblower. Oh, it's stuck.
Did you see that meme? That there is a picture of exercise equipment at a gym from 1985 compared to one from 2014, and the one from 1985 said, "Caution: injury may occur if you use this machine improperly." It was like one sentence.
Right.
And the one from like last year was like 7 paragraphs long, saying, "Oh, the gym cannot be liable for blah 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 blah." It's like, all this legalese crap.
And the world we live in.
It's the world we live in.
Yeah,
Which is why most people don't work out.
Lawyer.
Exactly.
And the first one was when Jeff visited the gym for the first time.
You know how many,
pretty much was. Right.
No, you know how many,
that's what keeps me from hitting the gym is the terms
all
of
the
use.
reading.
you know how many
It's
All
if
the
it weren't
reading.
for the reading, I would be a gym rat. Is what it comes down to.
Do you know how many texts and emails I've gotten over the last week saying, "All right, all the New Year's resolutions, people are gone. You can go back to the gym now." I go, I didn't go for the last 6 months. Why do you think I'm going to start going?
Exactly. So start going to the gym in February where it's
Right.
empty.
So what the hell is going on?
Hey, radiation.
Well, we do have
What?
Because radiation. I sat with a nuclear physicist today on the flight down there. And
what's
I learned
radiating?
a lot. Oh, cobalt. You know what they're doing these days?
Cobalt is.
The fun ever start?
Did you know there's cobalt 59 and cobalt 60?
ladies and gentlemen,
Cobalt
our
59.
sponsors.
Yes. I thought the
It's all about-
radiation was leading us to the farts portion.
Right.
No?
Wait.
I thought
Did you walk by the bathroom on the 4th floor?
No.
Or any of the 3 rooms between here and the bathroom.
No, I was surprised that, a lot of our fruits and vegetables are being radiated to
Yeah.
preserve them. You
Oh,
bring in from,
absolutely.
I didn't know that. So, news to me. Anyway.
like to radiate my vegetables as much as possible.
all I know is Kentucky Fried Chicken. just
I'm
came out
hoping
with-
for the Spider-Man
Oh my
effect is
God!
what I'm
Hang on.
hoping for.
Wait, Bob. What is the latest offering from
All I
KFC?
know is you know KFC has the piece.
Is there a new thing?
Yeah, there's
from
a new
KFC?
thing. There's a new thing, and it's amazing. And it's basically you take a hot dog and you wrap it, but it's not bread. It's fried chicken.
Hot dog.
So then
It's a hot dog wrapped in fried chicken.
Wrapped in fried chicken.
It's a hot dog wrapped
This is actually a thing.
It's a hot dog wrapped in fried
Yeah.
chicken, and then you
Double
put
down.
cheese and shit on top.
Cheese and shit.
And apparently the cut and the wrap helps it hold.
Yes,
the cheese.
Well,
Right.
it kind of
And
looks
stuff.
like it
Right.
kind of looks like a taco.
Yeah. No, it is. It totally looks like a taco, but there's a hot dog in it.
Chicken taco.
And fried, chicken on the outside.
Are you going to try it?
All right. So based upon that, Bob, I saw firsthand right here. I saw a bacon taco.
Yo, no, I've seen that.
No, he was the test market for that. Actually,
It's the taco. The taco shell is bacon.
Hashtag.
So I know
and
so I'm gonna hold on. I know this is 19 the D show. And it's not supposed to be about technology, but I'm going to give a little tip. I made something.
Bob is lifting
I
him.
know. You want me to throw a beer at you? Don't you?
Actually, I do. I want to have him throw a beer at you.
I had to one more time.
No, you didn't.
Oh, come on. You were starting into a good story.
Yeah.
Story,
Hey,
go!
Bob.
Your sponsors would like to.
Yeah, your sponsors would like to.
I hate you.
Is this the fifth segment?
This is.
It feels like it.
I seriously hate you right now. Like I want to like slash your tires on the way out.
Sucks.
No, you suck. On the tip of the fried chicken hot I dog.
love this city.
You suck, you jackass. I made cheeseburgers for my kids this weekend. I took a pound of ground beef and a pound of shredded Velveeta, and I mixed it all together.
Oh, that sounds
And
fantastic.
I made 4. There was like half-pound balls of cheese and meat.
Oh, my
and
God.
made patties out of it and stuck it on the skillet. This is why I'm fat. I think I eat too much meat. I eat way too much. It was the best thing. Honestly, it was the best thing I ever had.
What? How is this different from meatloaf?
It's just cheese and meat. It's not meatloaf. There's no breadcrumbs.
It's Velveeta loaf.
It's
Exactly.
Velveeta loaf. Yeah,
Fine.
thank you.
And you got to use it on a skillet.
Are we at a break yet?
No, you wish you made this for your kids.
It sounds like he's talking to himself.
Right.
No.
You wish you made this for your kids. You put it on a skillet and you burns the crap out of the cheese, and that's all you got to put on is that thing and bread, and it's the best thing you'll ever eat. And this segment sucks.
Is there such thing as a meat hangover?
There is not, because otherwise I would have one. 'Cause After I ate that yesterday, then I went to Red Lobster. So yesterday was like complete food day.
Oh wait, so that cancels it out.
Absolutely, the seafood cancels out the meat.
It's a surf and turf.
That's like the Atkins diet, right?
Right, absolutely.
Cheese, meat.
Oh no,
whatever.
It's all protein.
Yeah,
It's all
it is.
protein.
That honestly, I don't know why I thought of it. It was the worst thing ever, but God damn it, was it good?
I love this city.
Are you done yet?
I am.
And then next week, Dave's gonna be like, "I made that cheeseburger. It was good." And he's gonna want to applause, like the slow clap.
No, he's gonna has to borrow your chafing dish.
I cooked.
Bob, Dave cooks?
No,
I do.
No, he prepares.
No, I cook.
Microwaves.
He microwaves.
I cook a lot. Don't make me get started.
So what else we have on the list, Dave?
Because people on Facebook are dumb. Because people on Facebook are dumb, Facebook is adding the capability for you to flag content as false.
So this is like the
Onion articles and the Empire News articles and all the things.
Give us the thumbs down, like
right.
Reddit.
Yeah,
Get it
they've
over with.
overcompensated. People were asking for the thumbs down, and now they're just going to say, you know what? No, that's just false.
Yeah,
dumb, stupid.
So since you're in front of the command center, we can't give you crickets?
No, because he's Captain Soundboard. No, he doesn't get them.
Captain Soundboard.
He's all knowing, all funny. He's the best.
It's the IT and the Dave show.
It is.
IT and the Dave. Oh, that's what the D stood for. I had no idea.
Amongst other things.
Nice.
Well, we're happy to be here. It's been a fun evening with you guys.
The IRS, Bob, I know this is one of your favorite topics. It's the IRS. And
Kiss my ass.
No, they say be prepared to wait.
You and them.
They say be prepared to wait for your refund this year because they've had to downsize.
Boo-hoo. You know what? They should downsize.
The staffing requirements just aren't there.
They added 20,000 people for Obamacare. How did they downsize?
But they cut like 18,000 people from their auditing
Fine,
department.
they should downsize to like 7 people.
So does that mean they need Quantum to store all that data until they get the chance to look at it?
No, don't store any of their crap.
Because I don't want you to see how much I paid the
Exactly.
feds this year. Crying. Just me, not just my wife's salary. Mine, I saw what I paid the feds on my W-2. I hate my life.
Exactly. I'm starting to get all my W-9s, and I'm like cringing.
I'm not gonna lie. We joke about this all the time, but so there was a study that went on, and the most common passwords on the internet are
1, 2, 3, 4, 5
password
6.
No,
So,
they added the six.
Because most systems have a 6-digit minimum. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And password are the most commonly used
with the letter
passwords
A
on the
replaced
internet.
with the @ sign, because that's like a cool variation that people
You know,
do.
when I set up WebEx meetings, I have to put a meeting password on. Every one of them is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't care if you guys join that. Like, good luck with that.
Dave,
if you
did you hear that?
If you want to watch my stupid PowerPoint. But, like, really? You're going to put your Gmail password as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Really?
Well, first of all, the lesson here is you should not have the same password for all your services.
But that's what happens.
That's what happens.
'cause that's how
it's
it
not
works.
necessarily that your password's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the fact that you have that for everything.
Remind me to change the password on my luggage.
Right. You know, we didn't get into this last week, and I'm glad I just flipped back. So they 3D printed a 6-story apartment building.
What?
I'm not living in that thing.
What? Wait. How?
They said it meets all the.
Okay,
This is China, but it meets all the codes. It
Wait.
meets all of the
wait,
everything.
The three of us were impressed with a 3D printed car that was driving at the auto show.
Right.
So this is actually
3D printed a 6-story apartment building.
How big is the printer?
Apparently, they printed it one block. No, it wasn't like they didn't print it whole.
No, I understand that, but still, I mean, all joking aside, we saw the size of the printer that printed that car,
and it printed the car.
How big is the freaking? I understand that it's not like pieces, parts, but still,
they completely 3D printed an entire 6-story apartment complex.
All right, so those of us that didn't get to the auto show, they had a car there that was 3D printed.
Well, because we us being who we are, we had press passes.
Yeah, I saw you guys on Facebook. Thanks for rubbing it in. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Right. We're huge.
No.
on the
I mean,
internet.
we can't just have them. We have to take pictures and put them on social media. Going,
yeah, we saw.
All right, so Tony. All right, so wait. So this car, it's not a Lamborghini. It's not even a Taurus, right? It's a little 2-seater.
It's a Mini Cooper.
It's like a little Mini Cooper. But you know what? It's a car, and it was actually driving
around a track.
I mean,
like no joke. Like I'm not like okay. Like all BS aside, I don't know that I would put Bob in this car, but like Jeff and his family, sure.
Yeah.
I won't get in a Fiat.
So all liquid.
well, to Bob's point, it was about the size of a Fiat.
You
500.
can hug a Fiat. We've documented this.
So was the entire car printed?
Yeah.
The only thing that were the only
No,
thing that,
I think the seats were leather.
The seats were
the
like
seats
some
were
sort
leather.
Of
Tires were tires.
I don't know about the tires,
And
but
then-
the seats and the steering wheel and the
body
the
was-
windshield were not.
The engine
3D
probably wasn't.
Well, and,
right, but
and the best part
this-
is while
the
like,
body
we're
was.
waiting,
No.
we're waiting to get a photo of Jeff in this car, and we can't because there's some Japanese film crew with their spokes guy there who's walking around the entire vehicle going. Like knocking on the vehicle like the whole way around the car.
Right.
We
waited there for like 10 minutes.
Like a half an hour.
Arigato.
Yeah. I'm like,
Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
I wanted to go up to the guy and say, look,
sensei.
I'm like, I don't want to interrupt your film, but I just want to sit in the freaking car for Christ's sake, get a selfie for,
So, but the car was able to support an engine, and
Yes.
And they printed the entire
there's two people.
44
there are two
hours
people in it.
44 hours it took to print this car,
and it meets safety standards.
And yes, and they were saying
Yes.
and they were hoping by the end of a 3-week span they would have that 44 hours down to a day. It was.
We posted it on
blew my
Facebook, and one
mind.
of my buddies that works at GM as a quality engineer, he's like, "There's no way that was actually a 3D printing car," and we're all like, "Yeah, it was printed."
Yeah,
in
no,
44
here,
hours.
we're here watching this print.
I was more impressed with the thing that sat 12 people that drove you around the park.
Oh yeah, the little electric go-kart thing?
automated. It was self-driving.
Nuvia.
Yeah, I don't know.
So just imagine like a golf cart, but instead of seats, it was like a a platform.
It was more like a golf cart, but trolley car style,
and it could hold 8 people.
And it went max
and
speed,
it was
25 miles an hour self-driving.
Could you imagine that?
We went to the auto show, not impressed by anything on the main floor. We were like,
"Where's all the side toys?"
And we went downstairs, and we were like, "Oh my god!"
Wait, the army has tanks here. Cool.
And
There's a self-driving trolley bus that would make sense in my neighborhood for my little neighborhood bar crawl.
Right.
Sold.
Yeah, can I program that to go around my neighborhood?
Right. Sold.
No, I think we took 8 pictures. One was of the Ford GT. The rest were downstairs.
Right.
There was, it was. I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't know if we're getting old. Nothing.
We're not gearheads.
Once you see the new Ford GT,
I saw it.
Yeah, but then you see the Vet, and you're like, yeah,
right.
What about the Hellcat? They have the Hellcat there?
The Hellcat was there, and you could actually quote unquote drive it. They had one that was hooked up to a VR
the Oculus,
system.
and
that's kind of cool, but still,
the fact that it can keep up with all the lighter cars, that Hellcat's heavy.
It is, but it's still the most horsepower on.
The only thing I missed out doing was going to the Buick, going, "This is a Buick" for a half an hour.
We totally should have sent that.
Or the Matthew McConaughey just sitting there rolling a booger. Have you seen this?
Yes. Oh, we totally should have done that.
Sometimes you got to take a step back.
I've been driving Lincoln since we were Detroit Net.
Jeff, that comes on the show once in a while, is.
I've been driving a Lincoln since before it was a Lincoln.
We were at the bar and we drank too much, and she goes, "I'm driving you home." I said, "That's fine. I'm not going to argue with her." And she has a brand new stinking Buick. So the first thing I do is, as soon as I get in the front seat, I look at Jeff. I go, "Is this a Buick?" And the whole ride home, I'm going, "This isn't a Buick." And the look on her face, I swear to God, I've never seen the devil in the flesh before. Wow, is it close?
Bob likes to push buttons.
No.
I've noticed that.
No. Oh yeah, like you didn't all day today. No.
Literally,
me, I do.
Bob just did his best Stewie too.
On the dock side.
No, not that Stewie. Mad TV Stewie.
Mad TV.
Yeah, I don't know that Stewie.
Are we gonna break yet?
No.
We could be. Do we want to be?
Yeah, absolutely. It's 11.
Is it the end of the show already?
Well, that's my question: is are we taking a break or are we?
No,
wrapping?
we're done.
All right. Well, let's circle back with our guests then. Dave, do your thing.
Because I'm the one that can do this.
Yeah.
So,
Captain Soundboard, quick
Quantum, guys, thank you guys for coming out. It's been a blast. Love having you out here. So, where do people go find out more about who you are and what you do?
Hey, Tony, don't you have a number set up?
Right. So, besides going to quantum.com, you can go to 586-745-4DXI.
Okay, and that's D like David, X like X-ray, I like intelligent.
Who do they get to talk to? You?
Yeah, Tony or...
They will talk to the territory representatives of Quantum.
That was
that narrows it
586.
Yeah. So that number will work, to be able to reach out to Quantum. We're going to get something, one of the things we batted around with, if anyone is out there listening tonight, that... nobody's listening? Nobody's listening. We're just talking with ourselves.
All 50 states, 49 countries.
Okay. Yeah. So, IT in the D promo code. If you enter in an IT in the D. Just mention that. You listen to the show. You got great discounts on data deduplication. You got Lattice,
Really?
storage.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. We will do
I
a
might set up a meeting or two tomorrow.
So, and one of the cool things as well that we've been doing in the past with our Vision products and with our, monitoring software, we have an app actually on the iPhone or an Android that you can monitor your backup software directly on your iPhone. So that's pretty cool. So you can be out fishing, golfing, whatever, take a look. Oh, your quantum stuff is all running fine. You don't need to be in the office to do that. So it's pretty cool.
That's important to geeks because, we want to know what,
So again, that number is 586-745-4DXI or 586-745-4394.
Very cool.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. It was great.
Yeah, very cool.
So this wraps up episode 76. I'd like to thank Quantum again for coming out. This is the IT and the D Show. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening.
The emergency destruct system is now activated.
Look out, Flash!
Flash! Don't move! Stay where you are!
Long live Flash! You've saved your life. Have a nice day.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name? Murphy. Make the run. The run.
Game over, man. It's game over.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it off! Yo! Hold up! Time out! Time out! Y'all take a chill. You need to cool that shit out. And that's the double truth, Ruth.
I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me.
How much scotch did you drink that night, by the way?
Half a bottle.
Okay, then shut the hell up.
You're in your underwear, I'm in my underwear. Here, let's hang out.
No, I'm sorry, honey. I have a headache.
I definitely want to see Bob in his underwear. That's a fact.
Bear me.
Why would, Buick put their cars next to, the Bentleys? Why? That's not marketing.
The alphabet.
It's brilliant.
Because you're getting your 8-track tuned up.
Are we at a break yet?
I may have to wipe the geek off. I can't say no, and I don't really want to.
Well, especially with the back doors open.
We just lost our clean tag on iTunes.
So you have no boots.
No.
You have no gloves.
No.
You have no hat.
No.
You have no scarf.
No.
You have no scraper.
No.
How long have you lived in Michigan?
All my life.
You, sir, are an idiot.
I don't care.
When are we going to talk about me?
Jane, you ignorant slut.
This is the native man.
Guess Captain Soundboard doesn't know how to run the soundboard.
Shut up. Stop talking.
I'm so white right now.
I'm the whitest guy in the room. Just explain it to me.
I love this city.
I was banging on the wang.
Really? Should we talk about this? Tag team it. Should I keep going or should I stop?
Hell yeah.
Can I just say, it's been great being on a show that talks about Mickey Rooney dying for 20 seconds and then poop for 10 minutes.
You're not very informative, but wow, are you entertaining.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.